Thanks for watching. It's your boy Mark Anthony Tarantino, and I'm back here doing another haircut tutorial. This haircut tutorial, I mean, we're gonna do what we call in Utah here, we call it a taper fade. Basically means they usually success. A taper fade, really what it is, man, is they actually pick a number, usually on the sides. Say if they want it to be a 0, a 1, or a 2, and that's the middle part of the head. And then we just taper underneath that, whatever that number is. This guy generally likes a 1.5 to a 1, so I just pretty much just hit it with that. And then I just ball taper out the edges. Now, this haircut right here is a tutorial, man, basically on what I like to do when my clients have a little less coverage on the head, man. A good point that another barber was telling me, I heard him actually talk to a student, and I just wanted to relay this message to you because I never really, I thought it was important, but I never really took time to realize I was doing it as well. Pretty much, man, a good rule of thumb is every time you switch guards or switch clips or whatever, just dust them off, man. You don't want to pull them out the chair and 2 pounds of hair just falls down. You definitely want to keep it extra clean. Now a taper fade, to me, a good quality taper fade almost makes it look like a low fade when you're done after all the blending is done and taken care of, and generally looks like a low fade. Right there, got the 0 guard closed. I'm just trying to hit that bottom line. I generally like to concentrate on a section at a time before I move to the next blending section. So yeah, right here I'm using the half guard open now. That's just no guard, wide open. Right here, I'm just still blending up with that. Now I can tell right now that it's open, while the last position was open. Now, like I said, I'm going with and against the grain, just patting out that ball line because you don't want that. So right here, I'm just giving them a nice high taper, man, just to take off some of that elongated ledge on the side. I have that on my hair too, so I make sure all the barbers give me a higher taper because I don't like my forehead to look extra long. So I recommend you talking to your clients about that first, but I prefer it, and most of my clients like it as well. It just gives more of a baller look for longer, I believe. Definitely, man, each hairline is different. I just want people to remember, take minimal as possible, man. You want to basically shape their hair to just clean up what they already got. Now I'm using my edger again, messing with that ball line. I must still see a ledge in there. So I like to use the skinny barber comb, man. I just like these, man. I feel like it's condensing my fade a lot closer because it's making me actually do it line by line instead of large scoops. Now, I don't want to go too high into his callus because I'm trying to save as much on the top as we can with the fullness. So basically, man, this is what they call the taper fade comb over with a ball tape on the bottom. So pretty much, you already know that fade needs to be a little bit higher. I probably should go a little higher, honestly, but you can always take it up as you go. The reason why I like to use the one guard, and I'm a very big fan on the one guard, is that broken comb that I'm using right there. That comb is less than a one guard thickness, so you should be able to pick that up. So usually what I like to do is leave the front end just a little bit longer, because we need a little more fullness on that side. And you see how far back on the comb I took it back. That back whole half of the head is where I'm going to focus on now. But you always want to get the straightest line possible on the mohawk, because that's going to be your guideline through the haircut. Also, I'm a big fan of these combs, man, because the measurement tool on it. They want 2 inches, you can give them 2 inches all the way around to 3. Right here, man, I'm just tightening up his line, man, trying to keep it as natural as possible. That's pretty weird that I stopped in the middle of his fade to his top of his hair to refade some more. All right, so I'm back on top again. Let's get it. That's a problem I have, man. You know, in barbershops, man, the lighting's a lot different. You know, you never know what you might see, man. So I had to actually, every time I turn a corner, I'm looking at my haircut to make sure that thing is the best I can get it, man. So right now, basically what I was doing was just point cutting now. I got the front part trimmed because I don't want that front just being too hypo long on them, you know? And you see that longer piece in the corner right there where I'm flicking with? I like to leave those longer because that right there helps me with the coverage. So I kind of don't even touch those until they get a little bit longer. And there's my end of my haircut. Taper fade, bald on the edges. Thanks for watching, man.